Welcome to Globe Travel. Today we explore the best places in Egypt. From exploring the majestic pyramids of Giza to enjoying a bowl of koshari in bustling Cairo. Cruise the Nile River in Aswan. Immerse yourself in the Bedouin culture of Dahab and embrace the warm hospitality and traditions of Siwa Oasis. Dive into a world where vibrant coral gardens stretch to the horizon and schools of fish glide gracefully between the reefs at Sharm El Sheikh. Whether you're looking for the best places in Egypt to immerse yourself in history or adventure, join us. Fun facts about Egypt. Egypt is a country that has seen the rise and fall of empires that have shaped the course of human history as we know it. One of the most fascinating aspects of Egypt's past is its unique writing system. The ancient Egyptians used hieroglyphics, a sophisticated combination of symbols that represented sounds, words, and ideas. For centuries, the meaning of this writing system remained a mystery until the discovery of the Rosetta Stone in 1799. Which became the key to deciphering these ancient texts, providing a glimpse into the daily life, beliefs, and customs of the ancient Egyptian. Egypt's geography also played a major role in its development. Flowing through the heart of Egypt is the Nile, the longest river in the world. This river was the lifeblood of ancient Egyptian civilization. It provided fresh water, fertile land, and transport, making agriculture possible and allowing cities to thrive. The annual flooding of the Nile deposited nutrient-rich silt on the surrounding lands, ensuring bountiful harvests each year and feeding a population that would shape the ancient world. Equally fascinating is how ancient Egypt was governed. The pharaohs ruled this great kingdom and were not only political leaders but also revered as gods on earth. Perhaps the most famous of these was Tutankhamun. His tomb, discovered by Howard Carter in 1922, remains one of the greatest archaeological finds of all time. The treasures inside Tutankhamun's tomb provide an extraordinary insight into the wealth, culture, and beliefs of the Egyptian royal dynasty. Death and the afterlife were central to Egyptian culture. They believed in preserving the body for the journey to the afterlife, which led to the practice of mummification. This meticulous process involved removing the internal organs, treating the body with natural salts such as natron, and wrapping it in layers of linen. The care taken during mummification reflected the Egyptians' deep spiritual beliefs, as they believed that a well-preserved body was essential for a safe passage to the afterlife. Tombs were filled with items the deceased might need in the afterlife: food, drink, and treasure, demonstrating their deep commitment to ensuring comfort after death. But Egypt's historical significance extends far beyond ancient times. It also has a remarkable Christian heritage. Egypt is home to the Coptic Orthodox Church, one of the oldest Christian communities in the world. The Coptic Church, with its rich tradition, has played an important role in Egypt's cultural and religious life. Symbolism was at the core of Egyptian art, with each color carrying deep meaning. Green symbolizes fertility and rebirth, while red is associated with power and chaos. These symbolic colors are found in their paintings, carvings, and monuments. One of Egypt's most famous historical figures, Cleopatra VII, often associated with the grandeur of ancient Egypt, was actually of Macedonian Greek descent. She belonged to the Ptolemaic dynasty, which took control of Egypt after Alexander the Great's conquest. And while the construction techniques for the iconic pyramids remain one of history's great mysteries, recent research suggests that the ancient Egyptians may have used a system of ramps and counterweights to move the massive blocks of stone into place. Speaking of the Nile, its vital role in Egypt's existence is undeniable, but the spiritual beliefs that motivated the construction of the pyramids are equally fascinating. But is there more to these colossal structures that we have yet to discover? Join me as I take a look at some of the most popular destinations in Egypt. Number 1. Pyramids of Giza. How did ancient builders, with their primitive tools, accomplish such a feat that still captivates our imaginations thousands of years later? This is the question that haunts every visitor who stands before the Great Pyramid of Giza. It is not only a monumental structure, but also a profound mystery. Rising above the hazy Egyptian skyline, the pyramid does more than dominate the landscape. It challenges everything we thought we knew about ancient civilizations. Over 4,500 years ago, this architectural wonder was built as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu. At a time when the rest of the world was still learning about farming and village life, the Egyptians built the tallest structure on Earth for nearly 4,000 years. With more than 2 million limestone blocks, some weighing over 15 tons, it's a wonder that ancient builders were able to move these massive stones into place without the technology we rely on today. Some speculate about ramps, others imagine pulleys, and some even suggest alien assistance, though that last one is more Hollywood than history. But the awe lies not just in the how, but also in the why. This wasn't just the resting place of a king. It was a statement of Khufu's divine power and Egypt's enduring legacy. Its precise proportions and alignment with the cardinal points have led many to believe it was also a celestial marker, designed to communicate with the gods and the stars above. Bring your curiosity and sense of wonder, but leave your claustrophobia at home. While the exterior of the pyramid is grand and imposing, the interior is a winding, cramped maze of narrow passageways and steep corridors. If you dare to enter, you'll find yourself crawling through spaces that seem to shrink with every step. These winding paths lead to the king's chamber. It's empty, except for a granite sarcophagus, but even in its emptiness, there's an eerie sense of timeless reverence. To get the most out of your experience, arrive early. Sunrises here are dreamlike, casting a golden light that transforms the stones into something almost magical. And don't forget your water. Egypt's temperatures are brutal, even in winter, and dehydration is the last thing you want to be battling while climbing up history. As you stand in the shadow of this wonder, remember that it has captivated visitors for centuries, from the ancient Greeks who marveled at its size to modern explorers searching for its secrets. Some say that each visit leaves you with more questions than answers. And perhaps that is the true wonder of the Great Pyramid, an eternal puzzle, always waiting for the next curious soul to unravel its mysteries. Have thoughts on the mystery of the Great Pyramid? Drop a comment below. What theories fascinate you the most? Ingenious ramps, ancient celestial markers, or something entirely different? Number 2. Abu Simbel. A place where giant statues stand guard over the desert, eyes fixed on eternity. Situated along the banks of the Nile, near Egypt's southern border, Abu Simbel is a place that will make your heart skip a beat the moment you see it. Carved directly into a mountain, these towering stone temples are not only a testament to ancient Egyptian engineering, but also a statement of power, legacy, and devotion. These temples were commissioned by the great pharaoh Ramses I in the 13th century BC. He was one of Egypt's greatest rulers, and wanted to ensure that his legacy was etched in stone. The main temple is guarded by 4 colossal statues of Ramses himself, each standing over 20 meters tall, overlooking the Nile. These statues are more than just symbols, they are statements. And behind them, the temple's inner sanctuaries tell a rich story of Egyptian divine kingship, with carvings depicting Ramses in battle and his relationship with the gods. Twice a year, in a moment that feels like pure magic, the rising sun aligns perfectly with the temple's entrance, illuminating the statues within. It's a celestial event that ancient engineers calculated with precision, a display that demonstrates their profound understanding of both architecture and the cosmos. No matter how many times you've heard about it, witnessing this spectacle of light firsthand feels like stepping into a forgotten era, where the lines between the human and the divine seem blurred. The story of Abu Simbel goes beyond its towering statues. You'll be taken through the fascinating history of the temple's relocation in the 1960s and international effort to save them from the rising waters of Lake Nasser following the construction of the Aswan High Dam. Imagine the entire temple complex being carefully cut into blocks and moved piecemeal to higher ground, a feat almost as impressive as its original construction. While exploring the site, take the time to wander between the main temple and the smaller but equally stunning Temple of Hathor, dedicated to Ramses' beloved wife, Queen Nefertari. Here you'll find statues of the Queen standing alongside the Pharaoh, a rare display of royal equality in ancient Egypt. Before exploring the next location, I have a request for everyone watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button below. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. We've got a lot more awesome content coming your way, and we'd love for you to join our community. Number 3. Cairo. More than just the capital of Egypt, it is a vibrant, chaotic, and fascinating city where ancient history meets contemporary culture. As you enter Cairo, the air pulses with the melodies of street vendors, the honking of taxis, and the distant call to prayer. A journey through Cairo begins with its beating heart, the Egyptian Museum. Wander through the treasure-filled corridors that tell the story of one of the world's oldest civilizations. The museum holds more than 120,000 artifacts, each one whispering tales of pharaohs, gods, and everyday life along the Nile. But the crown jewel of this collection? The golden mask of King Tutankhamun. Standing before it, you can't help but feel a chill as you gaze upon the face of a young king who lived and ruled more than 3,000 years ago. Yet for all the grandeur of these artifacts, the real magic lies in realizing that each piece connects us to a distant, mysterious past. Beyond the museum, the narrow, winding alleys of Islamic Cairo wait. The area is an architectural treasure trove, a snapshot of medieval life. Walk through the historic streets of Khan el-Khalili, one of the world's oldest souks. The souk is a sensory overload. The scents of spices and perfumes waft through the air. Craftsmen hammer away at copper plates, and vendors haggle passionately with locals and tourists alike. Here, history feels tangible, and if you listen closely, you can hear the echoes of centuries-old conversations between merchants and explorers from faraway lands. Don't forget to try a bowl of koshari, a hearty mix of lentils, pasta, rice, and chickpeas topped with a spicy tomato sauce and crispy fried onions. It's the dish that embodies the spirit of Cairo. If you're craving street food, order a falafel sandwich. And remember, in Cairo, it's more than just food, it's a way of life. Street vendors serve up meals accompanied by friendly banter, making every bite an experience in its own right. When the sun sets, Cairo's vibrant nightlife comes to life. Head to Zamalek, a chic neighborhood known for its riverside cafes and rooftop bars with stunning views of the Nile. Sip a steaming cup of tea or enjoy a cocktail while watching the river sparkle under the moonlight. Moments like these, where the city's past and present collide, make Cairo timeless. Number 4. Aswan. There is a certain serenity to Aswan, a city where time seems to pass as slowly as the Nile. But don't let this serenity fool you. Aswan is more than just a picturesque town. It is a living mosaic of ancient temples, vibrant local culture, and moments that leave a lasting impression on the soul. One of the crown jewels of Aswan is the Temple of Philae, a sacred site dedicated to the goddess Isis. As you approach the temple by boat, gliding over the sparkling waters, you will feel like you are entering another world. The temple complex, with its towering columns and intricate carvings, rises from the waters of Lake Nasser like a secret island. And in a way it is, saved from flooding in the 1960s through a massive UNESCO effort. The temple was painstakingly moved, stone by stone, to its current location, a feat that reflects the precision and dedication of the ancient Egyptians themselves. As you walk past the columns of Philae, it's easy to imagine the priests performing rituals and offerings to Isis, asking for her protection and blessings. The atmosphere here is almost mystical, especially at dusk, when soft golden light falls on the stones and the still waters reflect the silhouettes of the ancient carvings. For a truly immersive experience, consider returning in the evening to catch the sound and light show, where the temple's stories come to life through music, storytelling, and dramatic lighting. Aswan is also the place to experience the heart of Egyptian culture. One of the best ways to do this is to take a Nile River cruise. Imagine yourself floating on a traditional felucca, the white sails billowing in the wind as you drift along the world's most famous river. Along the way, you'll pass palm-fringed banks, and if you're lucky, you might see children playing by the water or farmers, tending their crops, a glimpse into everyday life that feels timeless. And as the boat glides along, you'll see the Aswan High Dam in the distance, a symbol of modern engineering and a reminder of Egypt's constant journey between old and new. While on the Nile, be sure to visit Elephantine Island, famous for its ancient ruins and Nubian villages that bring a splash of color and warmth to this historic land. Here you can experience Nubian hospitality, whose houses are often painted bright blue and white, and enjoy traditional dishes such as spicy tagines and sweet hibiscus tea. Have you ever visited a place that feels like stepping into a different time? What captures your imagination the most about Aswan? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts or experiences. Number 5. Luxor. A city where history is an endless scroll waiting to be read. Located on the banks of the Nile, Luxor is often described as the world's greatest open-air museum. With its colossal temples and royal tombs, Luxor is the gateway to ancient Egypt's most enduring heritage, a place where past and present blend seamlessly. Begin at the heart of Luxor, with its two monumental temples, Karnak Temple and Luxor Temple. When you first see Karnak, you'll feel like you're entering the land of giants. Massive columns, each as thick as a car, soar into the sky. The grand hypostyle hall alone is enough to humble any visitor, surrounded by rows of towering columns that seem to stretch on forever. Intricate carvings tell stories of pharaohs and gods, battles and blessings that once echoed through the halls of Egypt's holiest site. Just a short walk away, Luxor Temple is a testament to Egypt's dynastic power. Illuminated at night, the temple's silhouette against the dark sky creates an almost dreamlike atmosphere. Built by Amenhotep I and expanded by Ramses II, the temple is unique in that it was not only a place of worship but also a ceremonial center. Priests and pharaohs led large processions, carrying golden statues of the gods during ceremonies. But the real treasure of Luxor lies on the west bank of the Nile, in the Valley of the Kings. Here, under the scorching desert sun, ancient rulers chose their eternal resting place. The valley is a maze of tombs hidden beneath rocky hillsides, each burial site designed to safely guide the pharaoh's soul to the afterlife. It's a place where you can almost feel the weight of time bearing down on you. One of the most famous, that of Tutankhamun, holds the remains of the boy king whose treasures captivated the world. But beyond Tut's tomb, dozens of others, such as the lavishly decorated tomb of Ramses VI, reveal colorful scenes of the pharaoh's journey through the afterlife, depicted on walls that have remained remarkably vibrant for thousands of years. It is a surreal experience to stand in these chambers and imagine the pharaohs who once lay there in silence, surrounded by offerings and spells meant to protect them in the afterlife. Number 6. Hurghada. A city that has become synonymous with the perfect seaside getaway. Here, the turquoise waves of the Red Sea gently kiss the golden beaches, creating an atmosphere of relaxation, excitement, and exploration. But beyond the sun and gentle tides, Hurghada has much more to offer. A combination of nature, culture, and modern attractions makes it one of Egypt's most popular holiday destinations. The coast of Hurghada is a paradise for water lovers. The Red Sea is like a living aquarium, teeming with marine life that you can see even from the surface. As you slide into the warm waters with a snorkel, you'll come face to face with vibrant coral reefs and schools of colorful fish. If you're feeling a little more adventurous, Hurghada is renowned for its diving spots, offering everything from shallow coral gardens perfect for beginners to deep dive sites, where experienced divers can explore ancient shipwrecks. For those craving a thrill, Hurghada's coastline also offers kitesurfing and windsurfing, thanks to the cool ocean breezes. As you watch kites soar over the waves and windsurfers skim across the water, it's easy to see why thrill seekers flock here from all over the world. And for families, the city's calm, shallow bays provide the perfect backdrop for safe swimming and relaxing by the sea. Take a stroll down Marina Boulevard, where sleek yachts bob in the harbor and lively cafes invite you to take a break with a refreshing drink. The boulevard comes alive at night, offering stunning sunset views while you enjoy the cool ocean breeze. This is where you can unwind after a day of exploring, with music, laughter, and the smell of grilled seafood filling the air. For something more adventurous, head to El Dahar, Hurghada's old town. Here, traditional souks are a place to browse for handmade jewelry, leather goods, and aromatic spices. The bustling souks are a sensory experience full of color and sound, offering a different side of Hurghada, a reminder that even in a resort town, the spirit of Egypt is always within reach. When it comes to dining, Hurghada offers plenty of options. For a taste of local flavors, try El Halaka near the marina, where you can enjoy fresh seafood prepared with Egyptian spices. Or head to Starfish for a cozy dinner, where dishes like grilled prawns and spicy squid are favorites. If you're after international cuisine, Hurghada won't disappoint. The resort is home to top-notch Italian, Asian, and Mediterranean restaurants. And when the sun goes down, the city's nightlife comes alive. Whether it's dancing at a beach club, enjoying a cocktail at a rooftop bar, or experiencing an authentic Bedouin dinner in the middle of the desert, Hurghada's entertainment scene has something for everyone. Number 7. Alexandria. Ancient scholars, poets, and rulers considered Alexandria a gateway between worlds. For here, the coast holds echoes of a time when knowledge was the ultimate treasure. Dubbed the Pearl of the Mediterranean, Alexandria is a place where history meets sea breezes, inviting visitors to explore the city's legendary origins and modern vitality. Founded by Alexander the Great in 331 BC, Alexandria quickly rose to become one of the greatest cities of the ancient world, a beacon of culture, learning, and commerce. The city's strategic location on the Mediterranean coast made it a hub for scholars, merchants, and explorers who brought stories, knowledge, and goods from across the known world. The city's most famous landmark was the Great Library of Alexandria, a symbol of intellectual achievement that sought to gather the wisdom of the ages. Although the original library is gone, the spirit of learning continues to thrive here. Today, you can experience a modern revival of this intellectual legacy at the Bibliotheca Alexandrina, a grand, sun-drenched building where ancient scrolls and digital archives coexist, a bridge between the past and the future. The library, with its slanted granite walls inscribed with characters from the world's languages, feels like a monument to knowledge itself. Inside, reading rooms echo a quiet reverence, inviting visitors to sit, reflect, and connect with the words of the ancients. Kuwait Bay Citadel, a fortress that guards the city's harbor. Built in the 15th century on the ruins of the ancient lighthouse of Alexandria, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. As you walk through the stone corridors and climb the towers, you can almost imagine sailors from centuries ago heading towards the harbor, guided by the ancient lighthouse. Beyond the fortress, Alexandria's Corniche stretches along the coast, providing a beautiful promenade where residents and visitors alike enjoy an evening stroll. The sea breeze, the sound of waves crashing against the rocks, and views of the Mediterranean skyline create a sense of serenity that is hard to find elsewhere. The city's beaches are popular getaways for those looking to relax. Marmora Beach and Montaza Beach offer quiet getaways, with gentle waves and swaying palm trees. Spend the day relaxing by the sea, soaking up the sun, and enjoying the fresh seafood. Alexandria is a great place for seafood lovers. Visit the fish market or Kadura to enjoy the catch of the day roasted fish with aromatic spices, served with rice and a fresh salad. And don't miss Alexandria's signature dish sayadiyya, a hearty fish stew simmered with onions, tomatoes, and special spices. For dessert, stop by a traditional pastry shop and sample fidir meshaltet, a layered pastry that's crispy on the outside and soft on the inside, often drizzled with honey or dusted with powdered sugar. Pair it with a cup of Egyptian tea, and you'll have the perfect end to a day of exploration. Number 8. Dahab. Located on the east coast of the Sinai Peninsula, Dahab is unlike any other destination in Egypt. It is a town where towering mountains meet the crystal-clear waters of the Red Sea, and the hustle and bustle of city life seems a world away. Dahab, which means golden in Arabic, offers a luxurious yet casual experience, full of rugged beauty and endless adventure. Here, time seems to slow down, inviting visitors to take a deep breath and explore freely. Dahab is best known for its world-class diving and snorkeling sites. For underwater enthusiasts, the town is a gateway to some of the most vibrant marine life in the Red Sea. The famous Blue Hole is a vertical underwater sinkhole surrounded by coral reefs that drops into the deep blue sea. This is a dive site that challenges experienced divers and attracts snorkelers, offering a glimpse into a fascinating world of colorful fish and coral reefs. But you don't have to be a seasoned diver to enjoy Dahab's underwater treasures. Head to Lighthouse Reef, where calm waters and a wealth of marine life make it the perfect spot for beginners to take their first dive. Feel weightless floating above coral gardens, with glowing fish scurrying around you and the sun shining down in golden rays. It's like swimming through a living painting. Masbad Bay is the town's main hub, a stretch of coastline lined with casual cafes and restaurants. The atmosphere here is truly laid back. The town's local markets are a treasure trove for those looking to explore beyond the beach. Stroll through the winding alleys of the market, where vendors sell everything from hand-woven Bedouin rugs to polished seashell jewelry. You'll connect with the unique Bedouin culture of the place. The Bedouins, the indigenous people of the Sinai Peninsula, are the people of Dahab. In Dahab, you'll experience their warm hospitality firsthand. Book a Bedouin dinner in the desert, where you'll sit around a campfire under the stars, sharing stories, sipping sweet Bedouin tea, and sampling traditional dishes cooked over an open fire. It's a simple yet profound experience, offering a glimpse into a way of life deeply connected to the land and its rhythms. For the more adventurous, a camel trek into the desert or a hike up Mount Sinai are experiences that offer a deeper connection. As the sun sets behind the rugged mountains and the sky turns pink and orange, this is where you can move from exciting adventure to peaceful relaxation within a day, and where every moment feels like a story worth telling. Number 9. Siwa Oasis. Away from the hustle and bustle of Egypt's bustling cities, Siwa Oasis emerges like a mirage in the western desert. Surrounded by palm trees and saltwater lakes, Siwa is more than just an oasis. It is a gateway to a world that is both timeless and supernatural. Dry sands give way to crystal-clear streams, and ancient stories blend seamlessly with a culture untouched by time. Surrounded by the vast emptiness of the Great Sand Sea, Siwa's landscape is a mosaic of lush date palms, sparkling saltwater lakes, and cool freshwater springs. An endless desert where emerald green lakes contrast with golden sand dunes. Siwa's unique topography makes it the perfect destination for those looking to explore a side of Egypt that is off the beaten path. The natural beauty here is more than just a visual delight, but also a sensory experience. Take a dip in Cleopatra Springs, a natural hot spring said to have been visited by the Queen herself, and feel the warm waters soothe your skin as you are surrounded by palm trees. While the landscape of Siwa captivates visitors, it is the culture that keeps them coming back. The oasis is home to the Berbers, an indigenous people whose unique way of life has been preserved for centuries. Here, the pace of life is slower and traditions run deep. You will notice the distinctive Siwan dialect, their traditional mud brick houses, and the beautifully embroidered clothes worn by the locals. One of the best ways to connect with Siwan culture is to visit a tea house and sit on a cushion, sipping mint tea sweetened with Siwan dates. This isn't just an afternoon of respite, it's a moment to experience the hospitality and warmth of the people who have made the desert their home. It's also a place of great historical significance. One of the oasis's most famous sites is the Oracle Temple, an ancient ruin that was once the spiritual center of the region. It's said that Alexander the Great came to Siwa to consult the oracle, seeking confirmation of his divine ancestry. Standing amid the ruins, with the desert stretching out in all directions, it's easy to imagine how this place once exerted a powerful influence on the fate of an empire. Not far from the temple is the Mountain of the Dead, a creepy but captivating cemetery carved into the hillside. The mountain is dotted with ancient tombs decorated with colorful murals, offering a glimpse into the lives of those who lived and died here thousands of years ago. Number 10. Sharm El Sheikh. Located at the southern tip of the Sinai Peninsula is Sharm El Sheikh, a resort town that has transformed from a quiet fishing village into one of Egypt's top tourist destinations. It's where clear waters, luxury resorts, and vibrant nightlife combine to create a diverse and unforgettable experience. For many visitors, Sharm El Sheikh is synonymous with diving. The crystal-clear waters of the Red Sea are home to some of the world's most stunning coral reefs, making Sharm a mecca for divers and snorkelers. Dive into a realm where vibrant coral gardens stretch to the horizon, and schools of fish glide gracefully between the reefs, painting the waters in every color. One of the top places to explore is Ras Mohammed National Park, a protected marine reserve that offers an underwater paradise. Whether you're an experienced diver or a beginner, Ras Mohammed's dive sites cater to all levels. From the shallow coral walls of Yolanda Reef to the dramatic cliffs of Shark Reef, every dive offers a unique adventure. And if you're lucky, you might even spot a passing turtle or a shy reef shark. If diving isn't your thing, snorkeling at Ras Mohammed is equally thrilling. As you float above the water, the kaleidoscope of marine life below you will feel like looking into a live aquarium. The town's luxury resorts offer a level of comfort and service that makes it easy to forget about the outside world. Think sun-drenched private beaches, infinity pools that melt into the horizon, and spa treatments that rejuvenate both body and mind. But when the sun goes down, Sharm transforms into a vibrant hotspot. Nama Bay is the beating heart of the town after dark, with everything from bustling nightclubs to laid-back beach bars. Head to Soho Square for a range of restaurants, shops, and an ice rink, right in the middle of the desert. Families can explore the Aqua Blue Water Park, a fun-filled day out with slides, pools, and a lazy river that promises endless excitement for kids of all ages. Or take a glass-bottom boat ride, allowing kids to see the coral reef without getting wet. For those craving a little more adrenaline, a desert safari by four-wheel drive or jeep is a fun way to explore the rugged landscape of the Sinai Peninsula, racing through endless dunes, with mountains silhouetted against the sunset. And when the day's adventures are over, enjoy a traditional Bedouin dinner under the stars, complete with music, dance, and tales from the desert. Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of the most fascinating countries in the world. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more travel adventures. We look forward to exploring more amazing places with you. Until next time, happy travels.